Well, it seems every year Ubisoft tends to add another historical perspective into one of their most popular franchise. Most of them occurred like between 200 and 500 years before. But this time, in the latest installment of Assassin's Creed, Rogue, we look back at the life of another assassin who is best known as a cold-blooded killer who gets transformed from a typical assassin to a Templar.
Shay Patrick Cormac. This is my story.
The game takes place 1 year after the events of Black Flag. To put it into perspective, the events of the French and Indian War are heating up.
We're here. Congress is still in session. George Washington and his militia fired on French troops under Juin. The French are calling an act of war.
Rogue still incorporates past gameplay techniques from previous installments, like killing a guard while hiding in the bushes and running into a guard killing him while he stands asleep, all without being detected. Given that the environment in Assassin's Creed Rogue is set near the North Atlantic, players will experience some colder climate as Shay climbs on the ice, providing a breathtaking view of the Arctic-like setting. While Shay's goal is becoming a Templar, tensions between him and his assassins flare up. This is a game about betrayal, where his fellow assassins betrayed him every time he does not fulfill his duties.
About time you showed up. Sorry to come to this.
And just like Black Flag, the naval battles make a return appearance to Rogue. This time Shay controls a ship called the Morgan. It's quite similar to the Jackdaw used by Edward Kenway from Assassin's Creed 4, Black Flag. How you use weapons aboard the Morgan is much the same as Black Flag, but with some differences. Sinking ships, killing hostile ship crewmen using puckle guns. The Arctic environment will be a main challenge while undertaking naval missions, and any attempt to swim in such conditions will deplete your health. Also making its return for the first time from Assassin's Creed Revelations are covert operatives called Stalkers. They attack you from behind without any warning. You will know their presence by listening to whispering voices and peak borders on the edge of the screen. As for side missions, there are several types of them ranging from blowing up the weapons equipment hidden in sheds and raiding the outposts to gain much needed loot, which is pretty much useful for mostly upgrading the Morgan. The upgrading process is pretty much the same, that I won't go into greater detail. All you have to do is spend some much needed supplies to upgrade weapons as well as its armor. Some of the side missions can be tricky, such as entering the gang headquarters where you have to kill the gang leader and cutting down the gang flag to eliminate its presence, as well as liberating forts to receive weapons and other loot as rewards.
You were just an animus. 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 Animus.
Enough already, woman. Anyways, on some point in the game, you'll be back in Animus headquarters, but the overall infrastructure and its design is quite the same as its predecessor Black Flag. You'll be meeting people as you learn more about the life and the legacy of Shay. One difference is that the server hacking method is somewhat changed as opposed to the series of sequences needed to gain access to unlock documents and audio files to be downloaded to Communicator.
The numbskull is in another animus session, and I've acquired caffeine. All is right with the world.
In addition, scattered throughout the Animus building are tablets, which look similar to the iPads or Android devices that contains email letters to Animus employees. Now, talk about gossip. Alright, getting back to simulation, scattered throughout the world are secret drawings found underneath the caves. Using Eagle Vision, it will decipher a secret message consisting of combinations of animals and nature.
You are the Templar's new dawn of precursor archaeology.
Story-wise, players can expect cameo appearances by familiar faces like Haytham Kenway of Assassin's Creed 3 to guide you in your objectives at some point. In conclusion, Assassin's Creed Rogue serves as a final chapter of the Kenway saga, with players experiencing dramatic events that revolve Shay and his decisions that will impact his legacy as a Templar, as well as heart-pumping action during those life-and-death situations. As Shay pointed out,
True nature of our work. Do so until death. Whatever the cost. This is my new creed.
and that is why we give Assassin's Creed Rogue a 7.5 out of 10.